No, mai haere mai. Welcome to 3 News. With 19 tornadoes leading the way, Hurricane Milton has smashed into Florida, and already multiple fatalities have been reported from a country club hit by a twister in St. Lucie County. Meteorologists have called it the storm of the century. CNN says the city of St. Petersburg is experiencing 1 in 1,000 year flooding. Zane Small has the latest.
Satellites help to illustrate the immense scale of Hurricane Milton. It started at sea as a Category 5 storm, made landfall in the US state of Florida as Category 3, and is now down to 2, but it's still huge and dangerous. Massive flooding has already been recorded, and hundreds of thousands are without power. With winds of more than 200 kilometres per hour, this hurricane is history in the making.
It's looking like the storm of the century.
US researchers captured this extraordinary footage of inside the eye of the hurricane. But on the ground, it's anything but calm. It began with a series of tornadoes across southern Florida. Those flashes you see are lightning strikes and the same cells that trigger twisters. Almost the entire west coast of Florida is under mandatory evacuation orders. One of the biggest threats is storm surge.
So this is Tampa Bay. Look at this. All the water has run out of the bay. We just walked over here. Luis is shooting. We're along Bayshore Boulevard. Hopefully you can hear me. The water is gone, so it has been sucked out by Milton.
You just have to get out of the way of that storm surge. That storm surge is still the biggest issue that we're looking at. Any of you who went through Hurricane Helene, that was 4 to 6 feet, and that was more devastation than I've seen in my life. So Milton is bringing the possibility of bringing twice as much.
Houses damaged here. Tornado damage right here, guys.
In evacuated areas, homes and businesses are boarded up. Residents have moved inland or to higher ground.
If you choose to stay, find yourself a permanent marker, write your name, your date of birth, and your next of kin on your arm so we know who you are and who to contact.
But there was still plenty of competition from reporters in the field to get close to the action, and some residents were also testing fate.
We are just kind of having faith in God and that we're going to be okay.
Jennifer Anderson, a Kiwi from Wanaka, is staying at a resort in Orlando. The city is inland and not under evacuation orders, but it will still take a hit in the next few hours.
It's a family holiday that's ended with a little bit of a twist at the end. We didn't quite expect this.
Her whānau was supposed to be flying out from Tampa tomorrow, but that won't be happening.
We will probably change our flight. So the airport's all shut. I think Tampa shut yesterday. Orlando shut this morning.
There is talk of, tornadoes, storm surges. Does that worry you?
We are in the safest place possible because we are so far inland, but my heart really goes out to everyone being hit on that coast.
These pictures from Fort Myers on the west coast show how trees have snapped and roof tiles have ripped off.
Basically, we've been told, get water, get some non-perishables, hunker down. We've just been given a curfew. She
joins an entire US state that tonight is taking cover from Hurricane Milton, pets included.
That's okay. Well, Zane's report there illustrated the raw power of Hurricane Milton so far, and without doubt there is worse to come. To take us through the science of it and the part played by rising sea temperatures, we have Heather. Kia ora, Heather.
Hi, Sam. Thank you. Yes, Hurricane Milton is expected to take 12 hours as it makes its way from Tampa across the state of Florida to Orlando. Now, hurricanes always develop in warm water. They draw that energy from that warmth. The warmer the water, the more fuel for the hurricane. Now, the water in the Gulf of Mexico is the warmest it's been in modern record. It's currently 2 to 3 degrees hotter than it usually is. And that excess heat is turbocharging Hurricane Milton to wind speeds of 235 kilometres an hour. Now, as well as the wind, the really frightening thing is the potential for what's known as storm surge. That's when the storm brings up the level of the sea along the coast. Milton could deliver a surge of up to 5 metres. Now, on American TV, they have whole networks dedicated to weather. Here's how one of them described that potential flood.
The scary part is some areas could see surge values at 10 to 15 feet. And this takes us up to 9. And look what it does. At this level, the first floors of structures are completely flooded, and there are few places that it is safe when the water rises this high.
Here in New Zealand, we don't call these storms hurricanes. They're cyclones, with our season running from November to April. NIWA and the Met Service have just released their joint tropical cyclone outlook summary. Now, this is the assessment of projected cyclone activity for the southwest Pacific, including New Zealand. The quick summary of the forecast is that there'll be fewer than normal formed cyclones over the season for the entire region, but a normal to elevated level of activity for New Zealand, specifically the North Island, with up to 4 severe cyclones hitting our region. We'll go into further detail about our upcoming season tomorrow night.